staying warm. This is the Charlie Tuna podcast with our simple super lady, Kira Anderson, and of course, Joe Davis. Happy New Year, Kira.
Happy New Year.
Joe, I saw her, Kira, the other day on Instagram, and she was driving and she was talking to herself about something she saw outside. It was very puzzling, and I cut it off right away. You were talking to the kids, you were talking about ghosts. What was that conversation about?
I know I have no clue what
Ghost. You sure that was
Yeah, she was
Kira?
talking about, I should have saved it because it was
Mm-mm.
so
They all don't look
weird. I
like.
said, wait a minute.
Was it a
Maybe
live
she didn't know
story?
anybody was watching.
Charlie, I don't yeah,
Trying
so
to
I
find it
don't
now.
like drive and talk. Like I'm never driving and talking.
Well,
Were
it
you
looked like
were
you
you
were doing
pedaling?
something. Mm. It was
Talking
so
about
puzzling. It was so puzzling. I thought maybe you were doing it and didn't know you were live.
maybe.
Yeah, that's what
Could
I
have
think
been.
it was. I think you had the mic open.
Yeah, my kids sometimes take my phone. You never know what's gonna pop up.
That's
Hmm.
funny.
But you were talking. Yeah, you could tell you were talking to someone.
I
Hmm.
didn't see it.
Yeah, it was. It was. I should have said it was quite. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to pull it up. It was quite fascinating. Quite.
Dear
And
Lord.
yeah,
Wonder what I was
About
saying.
ghosts? Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
confused.
About ghosts. We don't
ghosts, and
I,
you were talking about your children. So, what's your for New Year's? What's your New Year's resolution?
She's probably gonna look like she got a phone call.
Yeah, just like I usually do. I'm.
Hmm.
I got a new. I'm gonna work out more in New Year's and try to get back on the radio station, which it ain't up to me.
Right. Yeah, we got to put more content out here, and we have a new thing now where we can create. We have an AI thing where we can create clips, so then we can put out more clips, so we can share them more, and then you'll get out there more.
Okay,
Yeah.
you back, baby girl?
sorry.
Oh, I didn't
No,
call
you're
you
good.
baby girl. I'm sorry.
New Year's
No,
resolution. Take that out of your dictionary,
you
your
did not
vocabulary.
call me.
My, my daughter would kick me in my head if she
That's
heard
his
me
New
call
Year's
you baby girl.
resolution.
What's your resolution?
Mine
Yes, of
to let
course.
go. Let go.
We were
Wait,
like
wait,
that.
wait, 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 man, baby. You know what? This is not Joe. You won't believe this. In December, right at the end of December, I kept thinking about different people, and first thing I thought about Kira is she needs to just let go. I
Oh,
thought
stop.
about you. I swear to God, I
I
thought
totally
about
believe
that
it too.
with you
That's
last. You need to just let go
Yeah.
and unwind. Okay,
Yeah. I'm
I
gonna
don't
try
care how
to let
young
go
you
a little
are.
bit.
Let go. Just let it happen.
Yeah.
You'll
Yeah. I'm
feel
gonna try.
better. Take it from Dr. Donut. You'll let it happen.
I'm gonna try
Because
to let
you
go.
can sometimes be, after I first met her, it's not that she can be uptight, but I understand the situation she's been in. Let's go. Let it go. What the hell?
Well, here's the thing, Charlie. I have boundaries. And with what I've
I was gonna
been
say
through, like I hold my
guarded.
boundaries pretty tight and I am pretty guarded because the person closest to me lost his life.
Right.
And so much about who and what I was and what I trusted in life was shaken up. And so
It
shaken
takes a
up,
while.
blown up. And so I have boundaries that I hold tight. And yeah, I recognize that about myself. And I think there's a lot of people that
Yeah. It takes a while.
control what they can when something so uncontrollable happens, something that is completely out of control, but completely turns your life up. Like it's obviously gonna change you a little bit,
But
right? And
also,
so
I think men don't know how to understand women. Like you,
Nope.
right.
Nope.
Kira's like
That's right.
she knows what she wants, and you, if you're not a part of that program and not with it, she's gonna tell you about yourself, and you're gonna get with the program, or she's gonna move on without you.
Well, that
And
part is
some men
good.
take that the wrong way, but that's what some
I
men
had
like that too, though. I'm just saying.
my
That's why
aunt told me
some people call
once.
it guarded when they just can't understand it.
My aunt
Hmm.
called me crying after my mother's funeral, and I was put in the casket in the hearse. She said, "Charles, you won't ever see your mother again. She's going to a different place, and she's going to start a new life too in heaven. So you got to make sure you move on also, because she wouldn't want you to be here being like that. Now that's hard to realize, but in your situation, you had a life spouse. By the way, Kara Anderson is our life coach. That's why we talk about anything. But that's got to be. But when you say let yourself go, what does that mean to us?
Well, not let myself go. I'm gonna let go. So,
Yeah, we don't want you to get that way.
no, no, I'm not gonna let myself
Yeah,
go.
we don't want to see you
But
at the
500
bar
pound
tonight.
life.
We don't want to see you at the bar tonight. Come on.
no, I won't be at the bar tonight. Um,
Yes, you
I'm just
will.
gonna kind of look at my like what all I have on my plate and like let go of things that either A aren't serving me or B, you know, aren't conducive to my life or my children's life because I have a full plate and I do that to myself.
Good.
Um and so, honey, mommy's on the phone. Sorry.
That's okay. It's a podcast. They
No.
can do whatever they want to do.
No, I
Hello.
can't focus when I talk they come in. Um so I'm just gonna, let some stuff go this year a
Let me
little
ask you
bit.
something. Do you still wear your wedding ring?
Yeah, but I wear it on my right hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, people, is that a tradition? You move it to your right hands if you've lost a spouse because of death.
A lot of widows do. Some widows completely take it off. I took
When
mine off.
are you gonna take yours off?
I mean,
Oh,
someday.
I gotta tell you a story, and you could understand this. I told Joe this story. I think when I used to go to Carmelite. Well, I still do. I met this nun several years ago. I think I've told
Hmm.
you guys about the nun.
Hmm.
So
I
she left the
definitely.
order about 2 years ago, and she would come up at church and give me a hug. And you're not supposed to really do that to the parishioners. We became real good friends. She told me she was leaving. She wanted me to help her with life and tell her certain things. I get a text from her yesterday. She's engaged.
Mm.
No way.
Now she moved. Now she moved on. Because when she left the order, I said, "What are you gonna do about me?" And you know me, I don't hold back. She said, "I'm gonna leave everything up to God. It'll just happen."
Mhm. You told
I
her to
said,
let
"Here I
go.
am." Yeah, I said, "Here I am trying to meet a lady, somebody real nice, and you're a nun, ex-nun, and you're getting engaged." She said, "That ain't how God works, Charlie." I said, "You trying to push the process? It's been a long time." She said, "Don't work like that." And the guy she's marrying, she said, I introduced her to her at my church.
You
No way.
introduced him?
Yeah, they getting married May 3rd at my church.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Ex-nun, can you believe that?
I believe
So
it.
it lets you know with your theory, Kira, things look bad, but you never know what's around the corner, do you?
You don't. That's for
Yeah.
sure. One thing you know about life is that it's unpredictable.
When you think, what the hell?
Hmm.
Yeah, she's getting married May 3rd. An
Good for
ex-nun.
her. Good for
Carmelite
her.
nun. Yeah, I'm happy
Good for
for her.
her.
She said I was the first person she told.
What's your New Year's resolution, Charlie? Not to change subjects, but
Just to work out more,
work out more?
and eat healthy.
I know someone who could help you with that.
Who's that? You.
Hello.
We're gonna start next week. We're gonna start talking about nutrition. We're gonna talk about nutrition every week.
Perfect.
Every week we're gonna start talking about
Love
people
it.
like Joe's age. And I'm gonna talk to Dr. Rick about this. I ran into 3 people in the past few weeks that have had strokes,
Mm-hmm.
and they were
Jeez.
all under 40,
Mm.
and 2 of them were ladies.
Wow.
And all 3 of people were stress related. They were stressed every minute of the hour.
I can see that.
Yeah,
Sounds like my
I
and
worry.
generation. Sounds
I
like my
worry
generation.
about that.
yeah. But I'm gonna start. I got ever since I had my stents. I was going to the hospital to work out every other day, but it got to be a chore because of the time slot. So I'm started back at Lifetime. I'm gonna do the treadmill and bicycle every other day, and walk around the gym
Good.
while it's still cold outside. It's a must. So I've got to do that because I'm not getting any
You have
younger.
to. Everybody needs to exercise to some extent. You don't have to
why
run
why why
marathons.
why Tech Cosa younger people getting sick now?
What do you mean?
More people are having heart
Yeah.
trouble. Is it because of the? My doctor in the hospital says the main thing is your diet.
Yes, absolutely. You ask anybody,
Mm,
any physician. It's lifestyle. It's choices we're making. It's what we're putting in our body. Absolutely. And stress absolutely has something to do with it. There's no doubt. I mean, there is literally clinical studies being done right now on mice that are proving that point exactly, that cancer grows, disease grows so much faster in stressed mice.
mhm.
It's
I
currently
was under
being
so
done.
much stress. I was under so much stress the past 3 days because I've lost a
Why?
couple. I've lost it. Well, I lost a couple of big advertisers. That I'll
Mm,
just say it on the air. I've been on the radio a long time. My advertisers recognize me from radio. They dropped the podcast show because they don't. I'll say it, the BMW, Chevrolet. One of them gonna stay on board and still sponsor it. But it's just by me being in radio so long, people are just accustomed to it. So it takes an adjustment. But
Takes time.
today, hey, that's just the way life is. You got to keep moving. You know, I
yeah.
can't commit. I can't commit sideways.
Joe, now it's your turn. What's your uh New Year's resolution? And Charlie, I'm sorry you lost
I don't really
sponsors. I'm
have
sure
one.
you'll pick that up.
Yeah, oh yeah, that hurts. Not as
Mm.
much as a girlfriend, but it hurts. Go ahead.
I actually don't have one. I never haven't even thought about it, to be quite honest. I probably should.
Mhm.
I don't really know if
Well,
I take that. I just look at it. It's just another day.
yeah.
It's not
You
really
don't
If
have
you
the.
to.
keep it,
Yeah.
Kira,
I
will you?
think most people.
Have you
I think if
started?
you put it out there, you're not gonna keep it.
Are you gonna
Well,
keep
that's
yours, Joe?
I have a whiteboard. I do have a whiteboard. I gotta put. I'm gonna do a vision board, and I have a
yeah.
whiteboard that I got
Do
up
you
on my
put
wall, and I'm gonna do a vision board. I haven't done it yet, but I have it.
so
Hmm.
pictures for vision boards, pictures are better to help you visualize. Do you have
That's too
goals, Joe?
girly.
Like, do you have goals?
Do I have
Hey,
goals?
man,
I know. I was just
just saying,
joking.
it's
I
it's
was
how the
just
brain
joking.
works.
It really is how it
Well,
works.
no,
That's what every vision
it
board
is
has, like pictures always, like people
correct.
cutting out of
That's what's called
magazines or
the
printing out.
vision
Vision.
board.
That
My
Mhm.
makes
biggest
sense.
New Year
That
resolution
makes
though
a lot of
is to
sense.
get back on the radio. To get back on the
I mean, is
radio.
the radio still alive? Is it still
Not really
alive?
in St. Louis. No, it's
Not in
sports
St.
radio.
Louis.
Not
Not
St.
sports
Louis is
rated.
not. No, the 101 clean house. It's just it's one of those things that just has to happen. You
Well,
know.
because it's a St. Louis thing that we're not progressive. We're the last to change. You know,
The
everything
last
like
change.
you always say with fashion, Charlie. The fashion happens in the East and the West, and it slowly comes to the Midwest.
So it's close to the
It's the
middle.
same thing with
It's just
radio.
like
It's with everything.
Like if you look at
Kira, you
East
won't
Coast
believe
radio,
this.
they finally are taking calls and stuff. They have people calling in and
Yeah.
everything. And St. Louis, they don't take calls. They screen and everything, and it's
Kira, you won't
not
believe
good.
this. But even in St. Louis radio, when the radio was booming,
It's the
there were
number one in the
not a lot of
country.
African American people on the air. None at all, hardly. I was the only one
Hmm.
full time in this major city. When I say major city, 22 on the TV market. But that's just incredible.
Especially here in St. Louis,
Women,
where we're so
we,
diverse.
well, we can go to women as well.
Yeah, not a
Yeah.
lot of
Women
women
on
either.
the air a little bit more.
They
Well,
are.
again, St. Louis is a little behind on quite a few things. It's old fashioned.
All right.
It
Joe, let
really
us
is.
know when Dr. Rick joins us.
Yeah, I will.
You're gonna bump the minute he comes on, I'm off, right?
That's what it sounds like.
That's
Yeah.
Boom.
You said Sandman coming out, Charlie from Apollo. Are
Look,
Are you
you
going?
the
Are you
thumbs
going
up?
out tonight, Kara?
what?
Are you going out?
That's all.
Do you ever go out with your friends
Yeah, I'm going out tonight actually
to a
There we go.
restaurant or a bar?
to a restaurant. I don't go to a bar really.
Wait a
I
minute,
don't go to
hold on.
bars.
I don't
Is it a
either.
West County restaurant?
What?
Is it a West County restaurant?
It is.
Good. And I want you. I don't want you in the city.
Why?
Uh,
Too
why
dangerous.
not? It is dangerous.
It's dangerous.
I'm talking
I
to a
don't
girl right
know.
now that lives in the city, lives downtown in those
You
apartments.
She
Right
likes
there
it.
are.
by Ballpark Village.
Yeah.
How's that going?
Cool. I mean, we just start talking.
Is
A friend
That's
of
my New
mine
she
Year's
was at
interested?
resolution is to date with intention. There it is. That's gonna be my New Year's resolution.
Date with intention. I like
There we
that.
go.
and I will say this. We got to go on a little bit. I have met so many ladies just meeting them in the past 3 months. It's just past 4 years, nah, I mean, but the past 3 months, I met so many ladies. It's just been incredible.
Wait one
Are you
more
still
month, cause
why?
then, cause then Valentine's Day is over. Then you got
Ah,
all summer. There's no holidays in the summer. Then you got all the
no.
way. You got all the way till Christmas. Then you don't have to buy nothing till Christmas.
Uh, I,
It
I,
works.
I'm like this. We buy, no matter who you have, men buy things for women. If you got to go pick them up, you got to buy gas. And you definitely want to take, so as far as a man telling you I don't spend money on a lady,
They're
that's the
lying.
biggest crock I've ever heard.
Yeah,
Why would they say that?
Well, a lot of men think that I don't spend no money on it. Well, you got it in the back seat of the car at the restaurant. Who's paying for that?
right.
So,
Shit,
all
Wait,
right,
Charlie,
Kara.
splitting the check.
are
Yeah,
you
I'm just kidding. No way.
some
They
women,
should. We
no, you
should
know what?
normalize. We should normalize that though, especially
I
on the
got
first
this
date.
one lady I see a lot, and we split this check sometimes. But I said, let me do it, but I know she's not a skeezer that wants you to do it all the time. But I see her; she calls me quite a bit. She thinks I'm a unique individual, which she's correct about that. So, but
so you are seeing her? That was my question. Are you still seeing that lady?
yeah, I'm seeing her. I mean, we're not boyfriend girlfriend, but we see one another at least once a week. We go to dinner at least once a week. We talk about a lot of things. She lives way up in the country, and it's been kind of nice. She says she's a grandmother.
Hmm.
Doesn't look like it. I'm gonna send you a picture of her, Kara. You may know
Yeah, send me a pic. Let me check
her.
her out.
Yeah, I want you to
So
check her out. Check her out now. Look at her teeth. Look at
I will.
everything for me.
Well, I meant
Uh,
like, yeah, you can send me your info. I could do a little case net, make sure she's legit.
Not
Oh, I
CaseNet.
checked her
That's
out.
funny.
She works for Ameren. She's very legit.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go.
Great job. Um, you guys, before I go, let's talk about these New Year's resolutions real quick. I'm actually
Mhm.
going on Show Me St. Louis tomorrow to talk about how
Oh,
we're not gonna quit next week because next week is Quitters Week when most people quit their New Year's resolutions. So we should tell all our listeners to hang on, keep going, hold on to the New Year's resolutions. Don't stop when it gets tough.
Hey Joe, now we can be seen we're gonna be every Wednesday and Thursday. We're gonna be on Spotify as well as Facebook, right?
yes.
And Kira, you're gonna be on Show Me St. Louis tomorrow.
I am.
Uh, See that? Everybody knows who you are now.
Not everybody. Not
How did they
everybody.
pick you
Not yet.
from what you
Getting there.
do in the morning?
Pardon me?
How did they find out about Kira Anderson?
Mary, the host of St. Louis, or Show Me St. Louis, found me a year or two ago. I don't even know how long ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, actually, St. Louis Mom just did a podcast, had me on their podcast and posted that
I
today.
saw that.
Really?
So,
Really?
yeah, they did a really good job. They do a really good job on their podcast.
She's got all the followers.
There's
All right,
Rick,
Dr. Rick. All right,
Dr.
Kira,
Rick.
thank you so much. I may run into you tonight.
Oh, maybe.
If you see me, say hello.
She's
I
gonna duck.
will.
She's gonna duck. Duck and hide.
Yeah. No, she won't.
No,
She
I
said,
will.
I
Have a
know
good
you
Thanks for
will.
weekend.
thanks for having me
Thank you, man.
on.
See
Happy
you
New
next
Year,
week.
Dr. Rick.
Hey,
All right,
Happy
let's
New
go
Year.
directly to Dr. Rick. Dr. Rick, how are you tonight, sir? Happy New Year.
happy New Year, gentlemen. I'm really, really good. How are you guys?
Doing
Good.
great.
The football game is getting ready to come on. Who you gonna pick tonight?
Boy, I don't know. This is a tough one, man. It's a tough one.
Tomorrow may be tougher.
They're both going to be great games.
Yeah,
I
they
mean, I
really
don't think,
are.
um, you know, I hope Texas wins the whole thing. I think Ohio State's going to win the whole thing.
OH.
I don't
Yep,
know.
I do too. They got the number one wide receiver in the country,
He's a
who's
freshman.
only a freshman.
He's a beast.
Spiff, number four, he is incredible.
Yeah,
Now, I'm going to tell you something too, Dr. Rick and Joe. Found this out today from an agent.
yeah.
Ohio State receives more NIL money than any college in the country. Their football team, the college team, listen, makes more money than some pro teams did combined 20
Whew.
years ago.
Oh, there's no look. This is it's no question. And I think if you don't have NIL money, I don't care who you are, you can't compete.
Mm-mm.
You're going to
No, you can't.
get the coach with their alumni. They're going to, these schools are it's just a different deal. So
And and I told Frank again yesterday, Joe, and Dr. Rick, Missouri is the only state where if you have played football in high school and your football season is over, but you're still in high school, you can start receiving NIL money
Mm-hmm.
while you were in high school. It's
correct.
the only state. You can make 10 million bucks if you want to. How about that for a prom date?
Yeah, it used to be you had to be in the NFL. You wanted to, but I still don't understand the Cam Wards and these guys not playing in their bowl games.
Right.
Where is your moral, your responsibility? You played the whole year. You're going in the draft, blah blah blah, and you're just going to sit out and not play the second half or not play your bowl game.
Well,
I don't get this.
I'm
There,
glad you brought that up. I'm because I heard Howard Richards with Frank the other week talking about it, Joe. He thinks he agrees with Dr. Rick. My take is I agree with it also. But if you were in this young man's shoes nowadays with the millions of dollars being offered and you're in
More
jeopardy of
game.
getting injured,
don't play at all. Sit the season out. And go. Well, first of all,
well, that's gonna start out. That may start happening.
you
I
made
doubt it.
money for playing. I'm guarantee you, Cam Ward made a lot of NAL money being, so now the guy decides he's not going to play the second half. I mean, that's crazy. I mean,
He took it. Yeah.
that play and get the money back, but don't take
If,
the money and then in a big bowl. Oh, Miami and then good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, deserved to be in the playoffs. They lost to bad team, but this guy's a quality kid, and I think it's a moral. It's a knock on you to say I'm just not going to play. I understand. Yeah, you could get hurt, your career could be over, but you got uh, practice all year and games all year for 4 years. Any one of them, you're one hit away from your career being over.
Joe, what about Luther Burton? He did the same thing, didn't he?
Yes, and on the Mizzou radio broadcast on the pregame and postgame, they were like, "Yeah, I mean, he only played in 2 or 3 downs per possession, so it's not like we really need him." So they weren't very
Right.
happy
They
that he
didn't
wasn't
use
playing
him. They
either.
didn't use him.
So they weren't happy that he wasn't there either.
I think if you make a commitment to go to school, and now school, is it school? What is it? It's you're
Right.
making dollars a year. It's not really school. I didn't make any
Semi-pro.
tennis for a tennis scholarship. I didn't make any. So and you didn't make any Charlie playing football. So listen, you're paying this kid all this money, and you decide, look, if you said, "Hey, I'm making $12 million for 12 games," you give 500 grand back if you didn't play the second half.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna have to do that.
That's
Dr. Rick, once again, you didn't give us the answer. Who's gonna win Notre Dame against who they
Notre
playing?
win.
Penn
Notre
State.
Dame, you think's gonna win?
Notre Dame's going to win, and Ohio State's going to win.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know
James
Okay.
Franklin can't win the big game.
No, never.
what?
Plus Ohio State can't
Penn
either.
State, right? Wait, that was
Ohio
yeah.
State can't either.
Yeah.
Plus, I think they played one too many games.
Who?
Just college playoffs.
Oh, I agree. I agree with that.
It's going too long.
I couldn't agree more.
Then we got to wait another week. No.
Yeah, Dr. Rick, about that, we've been talking about this all week about how all the college football teams in the playoff that had that first round bye all look like they came out slow in that first half of their games. Is there something to that, not being playing for 2, 3 weeks and then going out there and playing a team that just played a week before?
Well, it's interesting. All the coaches, that was their excuse, right? We had about Oregon. We beat Ohio State, and then we got absolutely annihilated a week off. And if you can't coach your team to take a week, you take a week off in the pros, right? You have your bye week, and you're going to have some time off between the playoffs and the Super Bowl. So if you can't coach your team to take a week off, then there's something wrong with your coach. I think you're coaching. I just think the Oregon coach got out coached. I think those coaches got out
Yep.
coached.
He sure did.
Good. They should have got killed.
I know. I tell you who else got out coached. He's the best coach in college football. Smart got out coached by Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
He got our coach.
Smart guy, no doubt about it. So
This player, this coach from Notre Dame, Dr. Rick, he's sensational, isn't he?
absolutely, and they're going to win tonight. And I don't think Penn State's any good, to be honest. But that's my,
I agree with you 100%.
you
I really do.
haven't beat anybody. They are where they are because they got a good draw. You know,
Doc, Dr. Rick, we're not gonna stay on long tonight because of the game. Before your health tip of the week, can you do this quickly? Can you go over foods we should avoid in 2025?
yes, sir. So I mean, there has been an absolute parade against processed foods. And what are processed foods? Deli meat, salami, foods that ready-made foods, ramen. If you read the ingredients in ramen on the store and then you eat that, you deserve whatever you get. And so I think what we should try to do, it's hard, and you're actually very good at it, Charlie. You go to the store, you get some berries, you get some fruit, maybe you eat some vegetables. But I think we want to try to stay away from processed foods, and that's going to be. And look, I'm the worst. I eat these healthy protein bars. They're no good for you. They got all kinds of junk in them. So I think we want to stay away from processed foods in 2025. I think we are really understanding that we have to go away from simple carbohydrates. And we've talked about this before: donuts, candy, blah blah blah. Which some people eat a lot of, some people don't eat a lot of. But on the other hand, you're sitting around watching the game tonight. Notre Dame scores, and you eat 15 bags of Doritos. That's no better. So
Dr. Rick, I went to Snooks today.
yeah,
I spent $40 on just fruit alone today. Uh, Sugar-free, fresh grapefruit, grapes, tangerine. Tangerines cost almost $1.50 for one tangerine.
crazy. It's crazy.
Unbelievable. Tangerines, all kind of citrus things. I mean, I'm just loading up on fruit because I was out of fruit. I forgot one thing. I forgot my applesauce. I got to get my applesauce.
Applesauce, buddy.
I can't forget my applesauce. Dr. Rick, you have a good week. We'll have a longer show next week. Thank you. Enjoy the game. See you, Joe.
All
Yes,
right, let's
sir.
back and we're going to see who's
Oh, Dr. Rick, I got to call you about something. I need a favor from you.
in 200%.
Okay. All right. Folks, have a great weekend.